Have you ever heard of the Pareto Principle, otherwise known as the 80-20 rule? And have you given thought to how it applies to your business? What the 80-20 rule says is you spend 20% of your effort, and that 20% of your effort generates 80% of the result. Now, on the flip side of it, 80% of your effort actually only drives 20% of the result. And if you can understand this concept and how it applies to your business, you can find yourself being much more efficient and productive. 80% of the effort generates 20% of the result. 20% of the effort that you put into something generates 80% of the result. And this applies to so many facets of your life. It could be the decisions you make, the clothes that you wear. 80% of the clothes that you wear is probably just from 20% of your clothes, right? That's just one example. 20% of your customers drive 80% of your revenue. 20% of your marketing efforts bring 80% of the results. 20% of the tasks actually move the needle, while the other 80% is wasted effort. Ever notice that a small handful of clients or customers take up most of your time but don't actually drive most of your revenue? Typically, it's just a small pocket of your customers, no matter what business you're in, right? If you're a pizza business, pizza joint, probably 20% of your customer base make up 80% of your revenue, and it's probably people in your local area, right? If you're a digital marketing agency, it's usually those big clients that maybe take a little less effort but make up 80% of your revenue. Now, here's a few examples of where it actually is happening in our own business. A great example of it is a client, which is a resort in Turks and Caicos. We do a lot of different digital marketing efforts with them, specifically around, we do it around influencer marketing, we do SEO, we do social media marketing, we do website optimization. There's all these different efforts that we're making for the business, but at the end of the day, what really is driving majority of the revenue and awareness and attraction is some of that influencer marketing. We hire influencers with millions of followers. We hire celebrity chefs which have hundreds of thousands of followers. And those chefs and those celebrities and influencers are creating content on site. They're giving immediate attention and awareness to their followers. And they're also creating a lot of the content for us, which we can use in future campaigns. So it drives a ton of awareness, but also helps produce revenue, obviously, for the resort as well, as influencers are driving traffic to the resort. And also traffic is being driven to the restaurant through the local community, through the celebrity chefs. So that's just one simple example of where that 80-20 rule applies. So the takeaway there is spend more time attracting more influencers to the resort, where it's going to garner a much greater result. Another example, AI chatbots, AI agents on websites, products, for example, our own product called Chatello. On a website, Chatello lives as a little AI agent in the bottom of your screen, essentially acts as a customer service representative for the business, answering a lot of FAQs, closing leads, driving those prospects that land on a website into an actual lead or a sale. By having that simple code on the website, which takes really next to no effort, baking the actual AI agent is where all the effort goes in. But once that's complete, it just sits on the website and produces results. That's another example of where 20% of the effort is generating 80% of the result. And just think about all of the traffic that hits a website without taking an action. It's a great opportunity to capitalize on it with very little effort. Can you apply the Pareto Principle in your specific business, right? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear. But first thing you do in order to think about the Pareto Principle and how it applies to your business is auditing your business, auditing the efforts and identifying where 20% of your actions are bringing the biggest results. Cut the fluff. That's step 2. Drop the inefficient tactics that don't actually move the needle and don't bring revenue to your business. You can probably think of a lot of things. Probably checking your email probably longer than you should have this morning is not actually driving any revenue for your business, right? Step 3, focus on those scalable wins. What are those things within your business that are actually moving the needle forward and require very minimal effort? There are a lot of things that you're probably doing on a daily basis that can be delegated to other people or other times of the day, or maybe they don't need to be a priority, right? This is a whole nother discussion. Check out the video on 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Fantastic book that really breaks into the 4 quadrants, which is a great complement to this video. Now, the goal isn't to work harder, it is to work on the right things. So, if you are spending too much time on things that are not bringing results, it's time to audit your business. Find out that Pareto Principle and how that Pareto Principle, the 80-20 rule, applies to your business so you focus on the things that matter most. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, drop a like and a comment, and we'll see you soon.